I take it. So I take it away mentally, every day emotionally, taking my life, killing myself physically, abusing the drugs prescribed to me, I slowly waste away. X, who am I? Who was I? Where was I headed? I was headed to a dead-end death, not killed by coke or meth, but puffing selfishness, inhaling sin unseen, breath smoking black and mild lies, never looking in your eyes as I was high in my demise. I lied when I said I was fine. And doing all right, I put a mask in your sight so we wouldn't have to fight, because I knew you'd be right in front of me. I'd right all my wrongs. If only I could make right all my wrongs, because they play all day long like agonizing songs on repeat. You know the ones with really bad lyrics but a really catchy beat? See, life ahead may be short, but the life behind me has pages and pages, wounds and scars that go back ages. And who was gonna pay the wages to release me from those stages of torture and confusion that I had been enraged with? Freshman year, I was depressed. I was depressed by all. I was not secure or confident in my maker. I was not beautifully shaped or molded by my creator. I was ugly. I was fat and I hated myself. Voices hardened my wicked heart, building around it a cold surface. Jericho walls not even the strongest man could tear down, so I tell them walk around. And for that wicked heart, I was taking medication, yet no living water to swallow the painkiller of my sin-sickened self. It'd sit there stuck, suffocating myself. I'd lay, I see you every day. No, I'd hear him say, I see you in every wave. My child, his voice was the only sound wave around my bed. Air black and thick surrounding my head with invisible tubes supplying no oxygen to breathe in. When I try to escape, try to leave, try to go somewhere, he'd chase me down, slow me down, becoming my pacemaker of all things new. He took that heart and gave me a new one through triple bypass. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit surgically removing the stench of Satan's breath. He breathed life into my body by passing my death with his final breath. It is finished. So that life I once had has been replaced with a new, and that shame I once bore no longer has to wear me, for I am new. Due to the body in the tomb where we were laid, pronounced dead, but alive he rose me up when he said, it is finished. So my old self was sold, and his scars cover mine to have and to hold, and no death will ever do us part, for I divorced death and married life, vowed my heart to stay faithful. So this poem is a poem to all of you who struggle, to all of you who guzzle a drink mixed with a pill, popping ecstasy, double shots of bourbon, kept them coming burdened by a drumming of a heartbeat that was serving an empty glass and an empty plate to a body that was starving. You'd sit and you'd wait, never really getting fed. This poem is a poem to all of you who have ever written anger, fear, hate, regret, guilt on skin canvases. Writing letters of lines on your body, bleeding Rubicon stripes in sensation as it drips, yet hurting as it rips internally at your core, externally leaving your skin sore, yet still you wanted more. And when asked, all of this you would deny, for you were temporarily satisfied, so you'd wipe up the mess all by yourself from day one till now, all with no help, letting no one in, rolling up your sleeves, committing your sin, and then rolling them right back down again. You said you were fine, yet there was a battle going on in your mind, and there was no time for you to explain that the game was pain, and you loved it. This poem is a poem to all of you who have never said a word about your past. To all of you who wear masks and no longer faces, for your faces were taken. Your faces were taken, so you hold your mask tight like a blanket, afraid to speak. Wanting to express something, but not wanting to sound weak. Yet you needed to seek help, because we needed it. To all of you who feel like you can't make it, to all of you who fake it and can no longer take it and yet so want to forsake it. Basically, to all of you who have ever wanted to die by way of suicide. And while a metaphor can probably say it nicer, I don't have a metaphor for why you feel this way. Want to pray every day, but you can't live in a way that's pleasing to his sight. To all of you who feel like you still deal with trials and temptations, though saved by grace. To all of you who feel like you can't fulfill this calling, can't even walk this race. To all of you who feel like you have yet to heal, who keep backsliding and falling like Israel because you know the struggle is real. This poem is a poem to all of you and to me, as I've laid pieces of myself out for all of you to see that where you were is not where you have to be or where you can be. And as I've died to myself daily, I stand to give a testimony that reads, X me.